Millions of vehicle owners believe dangerous fuel misconceptions that systematically destroy their car engines. And the shocking truth is that you're probably falling victim to these costly mistakes right now. Before wasting another dollar on unnecessary repairs or ineffective products, discover these 15 fuel myths that are quietly ruining your car engine and draining your bank account. Don't skip ahead, because understanding these misconceptions could save you thousands in preventable damage and unnecessary expenses. Let's begin with myth number 15. Premium fuel makes any car run better, regardless of manufacturer specifications. If your vehicle was specifically designed for regular 87-octane gasoline, purchasing premium is equivalent to buying expensive designer water for your houseplants. Your engine literally cannot utilize the higher octane rating because it wasn't engineered to take advantage of that specification. Modern engines are meticulously built to perform optimally with their manufacturer-recommended fuel type, without exception. Your car's onboard computer isn't suddenly going to unlock mysterious hidden horsepower just because you spent an extra $10 at the fuel pump. Higher octane simply means the fuel resists pre-ignition more effectively in high-compression engines. Nothing more. It doesn't magically mean more power output, superior cleaning properties, or mystical performance enhancements that transform your family sedan into a Ferrari. The only aspect premium fuel is guaranteed to improve is the petroleum company's profit margins at your expense. If your vehicle's manual specifically states regular 87 octane, that's exactly what the engineers who designed your engine determined was optimal. Those automotive professionals spent millions developing your engine to run perfectly on regular gasoline formulations. Trust their expertise more than your brother-in-law's uninformed opinion based on internet rumors. Speaking of misconceptions that don't work as advertised, this next myth might have you changing your entire refueling routine for absolutely nothing. Myth number 14. Turning off the air conditioning saves substantial amounts of gasoline during driving. Rolling down your windows instead of using air conditioning might feel economical on the surface, but scientific evidence tells a completely different story. At city speeds below 40 miles per hour, yes, windows down might conserve a tiny bit of fuel, but hit the highway at higher speeds, and those open windows create so much aerodynamic drag that they actually waste more fuel than running the air conditioning. Here's how it actually functions in reality. Modern air conditioning systems are remarkably efficient, typically reducing fuel economy by only 1 to 3%. That's maybe 1 mile per gallon difference, hardly worth transforming your car into a sweltering sweat lodge during summer commutes. Stay comfortable during your drives, because that air conditioning button isn't your fuel economy's arch nemesis. This misconception persists because older air conditioning systems genuinely were significant fuel consumers, sometimes reducing economy by 10% or more. But automotive engineers have revolutionized climate control technology dramatically in recent decades through innovation. Variable displacement compressors, electronic controls, and improved refrigerants have drastically reduced the power demands of modern air conditioning systems. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss our money-saving automotive insights designed specifically for smart vehicle owners. You'll be genuinely surprised by this next myth about fuel quality. Myth number 13. All gas stations provide the same quality fuel regardless of brand or location. Gas is what people confidently declare right before they need expensive new fuel injectors installed. While the base gasoline might originate from identical refineries, the additive packages absolutely matter for long-term engine health. Top-tier gas stations use significantly more detergents and friction reducers that keep your engine substantially cleaner over the long term. I'm not claiming that discount gas will destroy your car overnight, but there's a compelling reason why BMW, General Motors, Honda, and Toyota all specifically recommend top-tier gasoline. The cleaning detergents prevent carbon buildup that can reduce your miles per gallon by up to 4 to 5% over extended time. The price difference, usually just a few cents per gallon, proves much cheaper than fuel system repairs down the road. These additive packages aren't just marketing fluff designed to separate consumers from their money either. The top-tier standard requires gasoline to contain 2 to 3 times the amount of detergent additives compared to minimum EPA requirements. Independent studies by ADLA discovered that engines running on non-top-tier gas develop significantly more carbon deposits after just 4,000 miles of driving. Trust me, this next myth will absolutely shock you when you learn the truth. Myth number 12. Running on empty damages your fuel pump and causes expensive failures. The never let your tank go below quarter full warning has been passed down through generations like a treasured family heirloom. But how much actual truth exists within this persistent automotive advice? Here's the realistic deal. Your fuel pump is cooled by the gasoline that surrounds it in the tank. Running consistently on fumes can cause your pump to operate hotter than design specifications, potentially shortening its operational lifespan over time. But the occasional low fuel emergency isn't going to catastrophically destroy your fuel pump instantly. The bigger actual risk involves sediment at the bottom of your tank, getting sucked into the system when fuel levels are extremely low. Modern cars have substantially better filtration systems than older vehicles, but still making a habit of running on empty is unwise. It's like never changing your oil and expecting the engine to last forever. It's not a catastrophe, but it's not smart maintenance either. Speaking of catastrophes for your vehicle, let's expose this expensive misconception that's been draining wallets for decades. Myth number 11. Filling up in the morning gets you more fuel for your money due to temperature. The theory sounds scientifically plausible enough to convince many drivers. Cooler gas is denser, so you receive more molecules per gallon. But, and this is a significant qualification, gas stations store their fuel in underground tanks where temperature barely changes between day and night. That fuel remains a cool 50 to 60 degrees regardless of whether the sun is blazing overhead or the moon is illuminating the night. The difference in density from morning to afternoon would save you maybe a nickel per tank if the fuel was actually affected by air temperature changes. I'd rather spend those extra morning minutes enjoying my coffee than standing at a pump chasing imaginary savings. This myth persists because it appeals to our desire for insider knowledge and clever life hacks that outsmart the system. Everyone wants to feel like they've discovered a secret advantage that others don't know about. But gas stations aren't rookies in this business. They've adjusted for temperature variations long ago with specialized equipment. Even if you could somehow magically obtain denser fuel, the difference would be so microscopic that you'd need to fill up hundreds of times. Your time is worth more than that minuscule potential saving, and so is your sleep quality. Stay in bed, fill up when it's convenient for your schedule, and know that you're not missing out on some secret fuel density bonus. And if you think that myth was ridiculous, wait until you hear how people are literally throwing away performance with this next misconception. Myth number 10. Fuel additives dramatically improve mileage and engine performance. This miracle bottle will boost your miles per gallon by 30%, according to the advertising claims. If these fuel additives actually delivered what they promised, don't you think oil companies would already be incorporating them into their gasoline formulations? They would dominate the market overnight with superior products. The truth is that most additives provide minimal benefits that you'll never notice in real-world driving conditions. Sure, some reputable name-brand products like Techron might help clean your fuel system gradually over time. But those pour in and gain 50 horsepower products represent pure snake oil designed to separate fools from their money. The EPA has tested hundreds of these miracle additives over the years, and guess what their findings revealed? Almost none. Delivered on their bold promises of improved performance or fuel economy. Your best strategy for better mileage involves regular maintenance, proper tire inflation, and not driving like you're qualifying for NASCAR. Most of these additives contain basic detergents, similar to what's already present in your gas, just packaged in fancy bottles with bold claims. Others rely on metallic compounds that might temporarily boost performance, but can damage oxygen sensors and catalytic converters over time. The harsh reality is that there's no magic potion for your gas tank, just good driving habits and proper vehicle maintenance. Now let's talk about something that's literally hurting your car every single time you visit the fuel pump. Myth number 9. Topping off your tank gets you more fuel for your money. That clicking sound represents your cash disappearing when you keep squeezing the pump handle after the automatic shutoff. When the pump automatically shuts off, your tank is genuinely full at that precise moment. Those extra squeezes aren't giving you more usable gas for your vehicle. They're either being sucked back into the station's vapor recovery system or worse, spilling onto the ground wastefully. But here's the real financial kicker. Topping off can damage your car's evaporative emission system. That charcoal canister designed to capture fuel vapors isn't meant to handle liquid fuel intrusion. When it gets soaked with gasoline, you're looking at a repair bill that'll make you wish you just stopped at the click. The charcoal canister replacement isn't a simple or inexpensive fix either. Depending on your vehicle make and model, you could be facing $200 to $600 for parts and labor, all because you wanted to round up to the nearest dollar amount or squeeze in that extra quarter gallon. And it gets worse when you understand the vapor recovery systems. Gas stations have vapor recovery specifically designed to catch those extra drops. That means you're literally paying for fuel that's going right back to the gas station's underground storage tanks. It's like tipping the gas station for the privilege of potentially damaging your own emission control system. Stop at the click for your wallet's sake and your emission system's health. Think that's wasteful? This next myth might be destroying your fuel economy every single day without you realizing it. Myth number 8. Manual transmissions always get better gas mileage than automatic transmissions. Car enthusiasts from the 1980s, cover your ears because this one's going to hurt your automotive pride. While manual transmissions used to reign supreme for fuel efficiency decades ago, modern automatics have completely flipped the script. Today's 8, 9, and 10-speed automatics, not to mention continuously variable transmissions, are engineered to hit perfect RPM for maximum efficiency. Even the best manual shifter cannot match the precision of modern automatic transmissions that predict the perfect shift point down to the millisecond. Don't believe these claims? Check the EPA fuel economy ratings for proof. Many automatic versions now achieve 2 to 3 miles per gallon better than their manual counterparts. So unless you're driving something from the Reagan administration era, that stick shift isn't saving you gasoline. It's just giving your left leg a workout at traffic lights. The technological leap in automatic transmissions has been nothing short of revolutionary in recent years. Where old 3-speed transmissions were notorious gas guzzlers, today's transmissions use sophisticated computer algorithms analyzing everything. They examine throttle position, road grade, and acceleration patterns to select the perfect gear ratio. They can even lock up the torque converter to eliminate power loss that plagued older automatic transmissions. This next myth will 100% shock you when you learn the truth. Myth number 7. Warming up your car before driving saves fuel and protects your engine. Unless you're driving a vehicle with a carburetor, idling your vehicle for minutes on end before driving off is just burning fuel unnecessarily. Modern fuel-injected engines need approximately 30 seconds of warm-up time, not 5 minutes, not 10 minutes. The best method to warm up your car efficiently: drive it gently from the start. The engine warms up faster while moving, and you're actually making progress toward your destination, instead of watching fuel dollars evaporate from your driveway while sitting still. The only thing that extended idling warms up efficiently is your wallet by burning through it. This myth originates from the carburetor era when cars genuinely needed warming up to run properly. A cold carburetor couldn't atomize fuel effectively, leading to stalling and poor performance. But modern fuel injection systems adjust automatically to temperature variations, delivering precisely the right amount of fuel regardless of conditions. In fact, excessive idling is actively harmful to your engine rather than protective. When an engine idles cold, fuel can strip oil from cylinder walls and dilute your engine oil, potentially causing more wear. Plus, catalytic converters only work properly when hot, meaning those extended warm-ups generate significantly more pollution. The EPA estimates that restarting your engine uses less fuel than idling for just 10 seconds. So that 5-minute warm-up is effectively 30 times more wasteful than necessary. But if you think that's wasteful, wait until you see what this common highway habit is doing to your fuel economy. Myth number 6. Cruise control always saves gas, regardless of driving conditions. Cruise control might keep your speed steady, but it's not the fuel-saving hero you think it is. On perfectly flat highways, sure, it works effectively. But the moment you hit rolling terrain, that cruise control becomes a significant gas guzzler. Why does this happen? Because it's programmed to maintain speed at all costs, punching the throttle aggressively up hills. When a human driver would naturally let the car slow slightly to conserve momentum and fuel, a good driver who reads the road and anticipates terrain changes will almost always beat cruise control for efficiency. Think of it like this. Cruise control is like a robot that only knows how to push harder without understanding finesse. It doesn't understand the art of momentum management. The limitations of standard cruise control become painfully obvious in hilly terrain. When approaching an uphill section, an experienced driver naturally builds a little momentum on the approach, and then eases off the throttle slightly while climbing using gravity to your advantage. Cruise control, however, notices the smallest drop in speed and responds by dumping fuel into the engine to compensate. The same principle applies in reverse when cresting a hill. A smart driver eases off the gas to let gravity do the work, while cruise control keeps applying throttle. This difference in driving style can lead to 5 to 10% better fuel economy in varied terrain. The one exception, adaptive cruise control systems in newer vehicles that can predict hills and adjust accordingly. But even these aren't as efficient as a driver who truly understands the road. If you're getting value from this countdown of fuel myths that's ruining your engine, now's the perfect time to hit that like button. We've got 5 more incredible fuel myths that could save you thousands in car repairs. And you won't want to miss the number 1 myth that every driver still falls for today. Myth number 5. Aftermarket gas savers actually work as advertised. From magnetic fuel line gadgets to vortex generators you stick in your air intake, the market is flooded with devices promising miraculous fuel savings. And they all have one thing in common: they don't work as promised. If strapping a 1999 magnet to your fuel line could improve combustion efficiency, don't you think automakers would include them from the factory? These miracle devices usually claim to align fuel molecules or other pseudoscientific nonsense that would make any physics teacher cry. The Federal Trade Commission has actually taken action against many of these companies for false advertising. Remember, folks, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably belongs in the same category as Bigfoot sightings. These devices employ impressively scientific-sounding terminology to mask the fact that they violate basic laws of physics. Fuel ionizers that claim to electrically charge your gasoline for better combustion. Gasoline doesn't conduct electricity well enough for this to work. Hydrogen generators that supposedly extract hydrogen from water using your car's electrical system. They would consume more energy than they could possibly produce. Now let's shift gears from gadgets to driving habits with a myth that's probably costing you big time. Myth number 4. Neutral coasting saves significant fuel during downhill driving. Shifting to neutral when going downhill feels clever and efficient, right? Wrong. This outdated practice actually wastes fuel in modern cars. In today's fuel-injected vehicles, the engine computer cuts fuel almost completely when you're coasting in gear. But guess what happens in neutral? The engine has to use fuel to maintain idle speed. Plus, coasting in neutral is genuinely dangerous because you have less control in emergency situations. And it's actually illegal in many states. You're risking your safety and breaking the law for a technique that increases fuel consumption. Talk about a lose-lose-lose situation for everyone involved. This myth dates back to carbureted engines that continued consuming fuel at the same rate regardless of acceleration or deceleration. In those days, shifting to neutral really could save gas. But modern electronic fuel injection systems are smarter than their predecessors. They recognize when your foot is off the gas and the wheels are turning the engine, called deceleration fuel cutoff. And they respond by shutting off fuel injectors completely. If that myth blew your mind, wait until you hear what people believe about E85 fuel. Myth number 3, E85 is just watered-down gasoline that ruins your engine. Ethanol is just corn juice that ruins your miles per gallon, according to critics. I've heard this misconception more times than I can count. While it's true that E85 delivers fewer miles per gallon than regular gas, that doesn't make it inferior fuel. It's just different with distinct characteristics. Ethanol has approximately 30% less energy content per gallon, but it also typically costs 20 to 30% less at the pump. The real myth is that ethanol damages your engine components. Flex fuel vehicles are specifically designed to handle high ethanol fuel with special seals and fuel system components. And ethanol has a higher octane rating than regular gas, 100 to 105 versus 87 to 93, which means it can actually deliver more power in the right engine configuration. My mechanic friend nearly choked when I told him how many people believe ethanol is just filler. It's actually a completely different type of fuel with its own pros and cons. What most critics miss is that ethanol's higher octane rating makes it ideal for high-performance applications. Many racing teams actually prefer ethanol-based fuels because they can run higher compression ratios without detonation. Even the small amount of ethanol in regular pump gas, typically 10%, helps boost octane ratings cost-effectively. And speaking of things that will make mechanics laugh, this next one might be the most expensive mistake of all. Myth number 2, changing oil every 3,000 miles saves your engine and fuel. The 3,000-mile oil change is the zombie of car myths that just won't die. Modern synthetic oils and engines are designed to go 7,500 to 10,000 miles between changes. Those quick lube places pushing the 3,000-mile interval are playing you for a fool and creating mountains of waste oil in the process. But what about fuel economy? Fresh oil does improve efficiency marginally, but the difference between 3,000 and 7,500 miles is negligible with today's synthetics. You're literally pouring money down the drain with premature oil changes. Check your owner's manual, not the sticker from the oil change place. That's the Bible for your specific vehicle's needs. The unnecessary frequency of oil changes is one of the most profitable myths in the automotive industry. Quick lube chains rely on high customer return rates for profitability, and nothing brings customers back like convincing them their engine will explode if they don't visit every 3 months. But modern engine manufacturing tolerances, improved sealing technology, and advanced synthetic oils have completely changed the game. And now the number 1 fuel myth that's probably draining your wallet right now. Myth number 1. Premium gas will clean your engine and fix problems. This is the grandfather of all fuel myths, and it's a massive moneymaker for gas stations. Premium gas won't fix your check engine light. It won't clean your dirty injectors. It won't restore lost compression or cure your engine's rough idle. Premium fuel has exactly one purpose: preventing knock in high-compression engines designed specifically for it. Using premium in a regular fuel car is like buying expensive bottled water to flush your toilet. It does the same job as the regular stuff but costs substantially more. Your engine can't take advantage of the higher octane rating if it wasn't designed for it. The cleaning agents in gas are present in all grades from the same station. Premium doesn't have special cleanup powers. If your engine has problems, it needs proper diagnosis and repair, not expensive gasoline. What's particularly insidious about this myth is that it preys on drivers when they're most vulnerable, when their car is already having issues. Desperate for a quick fix, people waste money on premium fuel, thinking it's medicine for their ailing engine. That extra 40 to 60 cents per gallon adds up to hundreds of dollars per year. That money could have gone toward actual repairs that address the root problem. If your car is running rough, skip the premium gas and spend that money on a proper diagnostic scan instead. Your wallet and your engine will thank you. Some drivers even think premium gas will improve their car's performance or fuel economy magically. Not true whatsoever. If your vehicle's manual doesn't require premium, then it won't run any faster, smoother, or more efficiently on it. In fact, modern engines are built with advanced knock sensors that adjust timing automatically for regular fuel. So unless your engine is knocking or pinging and designed to need premium, there's zero benefit. You're not treating your car, you're just burning through cash for no return on investment. And let's not forget the marketing behind this myth. Gas companies love to slap terms like Ultra, V-Power, or Supreme Plus on premium pumps to make them sound like some kind of miracle potion. But these names are just branding designed to justify higher prices. They don't mean the fuel is cleaner or more powerful. It's still just gas with a higher octane rating, which most engines will never even notice. Don't fall for the pump propaganda. Save the premium for cars that actually require it, and use that saved money for real maintenance that actually makes a difference. There you have it. 15 fuel myths exposed. Which one surprised you the most? Which one did you already know? Let me know in the comments below. Aside from fuel myths, there are oil change mistakes that are costing you thousands. Click this video to save money on your next service. Until next time, drive smart and save money.